Okay, so the moment it was time for Macadamia, and last episode was really hype. Yeah, everyone appearing. The last final panel was amazing, right? All the characters coming in there. So this episode is gonna be fire, definitely, bro. This episode will certainly be fire, right? All the characters coming back in there. And our MIRUKO, of course. Yeah, last episode was amazing. I think this episode is the best. Oh, let's find a timer. Where did I put a timer? Oh, there starts. Oh no, where did I put a timer? Okay, I can't find the. Anyway. Yeah, that's the wrong timer now. My god. There we go. Sorry about that. Yeah, it's just opening. Just the opening. Yeah. But anyway, just the opening. So you haven't missed anything. I said the wrong timer. Yeah, I don't have too many windows open. I use online watch, right? You know, whatever. And I have like, what is it called? I'm using it through, obviously my internet browser. I have too many tabs open. Too many tabs, windows open. Classic issue. But anyway, it's really hot today, guys. The episode's probably be hot as well, right? It's gonna be fire. I mean, yeah, last episode was amazing. The ending was just amazing. All the characters coming in there, it was fantastic. It's insane. So after the opening's over, then we finally probably gonna get into this at the fight. I don't see what MIRUKO can do now. Yeah, I want to see MIRUKO, of course, best girl. You know I love MIRUKO. I want to see her now, of course, with like the broken body parts. Yeah, like cyborg MIRUKO and that. Yeah, still opening. Yeah, and jumping over there and so on. Okay, here we go. Opening over. Okay, let's see what's happened. What? It went back to... Oh, let's explain how they did it. It's fight! That wasn't a fight! No, it's gonna go back. But it's obvious how they did, right? It's obvious how they did it. Obviously, Shinsho, with his brain powers, right? He can control naval agents of his family, right? Obviously, they use Shinsho to mind control them. And that's why they could lie so good, right? Because he told them to do this thing. And that's how he couldn't hear they were lying. Yeah, so this is like the strategy or whatever. But, I mean, it's obvious. And then, of course, you use a guy with mimic powers, right? He can mimic powers, so he could mimic the teleport. I mean, the strategy itself is obvious. Yeah, like, super obvious. Yeah, but now they just, like, explain the strategy. It's a little lame, honestly. I want to see the fight, right? I want to see what happens. Yeah, like, no, we're gonna stay with this thing. But whatever. It pulls a few minutes. Yeah, and I was like, principal is smart. Yeah, like, yeah, whatever. Yes, we're gonna use Ayoma-kun. Whoa, great strategy! Never on. It's like, yeah, Yokata! It just feels a little strange because we already know that he betrayed. I mean, you know, we know everything. That he went back and forth in the. I need to buy a MIRUKO figure. I was looking at buying a MIRUKO figure. It was like $200, something like that. I can't just buy a tiny one. I can't buy a one this size. I need a MIRUKO figure that's like, you know, life size. I need a MIRUKO figure that is big as. But yeah, here we go. Now they're like, yeah, we have to make them lie and so on. I don't know, this feels to me like it's just so obvious how we're doing it. So it's like, do we have to spend like 5 minutes explaining the obvious strategy that we know? Because we already know that they tricked him, right? We already know that the plan worked too. I never liked this thing where it's like, so no, I never liked, honestly, I just never liked the storytelling where someone is like, oh, I'm hanging on a cliff. How did I get here? Let me slip happened yesterday, right? And then suddenly it's like, and that's how I ended up on this cliff or whatever. See, because now it's like, and that's how we got Brain Kai Paradar. You know, it's like, yeah, we got Shinsho He got the power of brains. Now we're gonna flashback that. Yeah, Sui's like, let me flashback his powers. See? There we go. Let me flashback his telepathetic powers. It's like, yeah. No, but this is what I mean, right? Like, now they're gonna explain how did we end up there, but we already know that up there, so there's no tension. They're just explaining to us how they got there, right? And I figured out immediately yesterday. Yeah, I figured out immediately. Obviously, I love Shinji as a great character. His backstory is awesome and so on. He got probably most interesting backstory, actually. Like, people bullied me because I was born with an evil power, yeah. But again, he's almost one of the best characters, but I'm just saying that, yeah. So, I mean, this is what I knew. I mean, everyone knew this. Come on, this is the most obvious thing ever. Yeah, and they're gonna be like, oh, Sugoi, Shinsho, my boy. I mean, I love it that he's active in helping them. I love it in that sense. But also a little bit like, do I need to spend like 5... I mean, I love this. This is my favorite character. Don't get me wrong. But I think it's the best backstory, right? But I also feel like I have to spend like the first 5 minutes of the episode learning about how Sugoi Shinjo is. I already knew he was Sugoi. That's the thing. Yeah, I already knew he was Sugoi. That's why I'm just like, let's go on with it. let's just get on with it. Let's do the fight instead. I already knew he was Sugoi, my boy. Yeah. That's the reason why. Here comes that one bitter guy with like, what if the plan fails? So it's gonna be one guy is like, what if the plan is figured out? Yeah, what if this thing happens? Yeah, now they're gonna explain mimic powers. Yeah, I mean, but this is what I mean. This to me, honestly, is pointless. I mean, I'm so negative now, but come on, this is pointless. We already know he did it! This isn't even complicated. He can copy powers. We already know he did it. Like, this is completely pointless. We know he has a copy power. We saw this episode. He was like, yeah, and he, you know, summoned Endower into his teleport. Yeah, so it's like, you know, whatever. I already know what happened. Yeah, it's like, it really is that scene where someone is hanging on a cliff. It's like, how did I get here? How did I hang out here now? Or I've lost this base. How did I land on this planet? You know, let me explain to you why. Yeah. And then you have to have a flashback from last season for a minute or two. It is just a pacing issue, massively, right? The episode started like 10 minutes. Yeah. But anyway, he obviously gonna have them out. He's a good guy too. He's obviously gonna have them. He's a dear friend, you know. Yeah. That's right. I am a superhero quirk, dude. Oh, people bullied me too because I had a weird power. Yeah, of course. Oh my god, it's a little cute now though. He's like, Sensei's like, I believe in you. Yeah, he's getting a little sensei hug there. Yeah, I mean, obviously Shinji was controlling them when they were calling them. Yeah, obviously. Of course. And then Shinji is sitting there. okay, that was good. He's like, okay, that was good. He's giving double thumbs up, bro. Okay, that was good. He's like, I believe in you. Okay, that was good. Yeah. Okay, here we go. Okay, he's happy to. Yeah. So here the episode starts. This is where the episode actually starts, basically. Yeah, 8 minutes. Let's be honest here. Okay, here we go. All the bad guys, all the here. Okay, now it starts. But before it was like, here we actually go. And all my just standing outside and screaming at them. Yeah, okay. Here we go. Here goes Shigaraki. Go to Dick Goose. It's probably commercial break now. Okay, it's gonna be soon probably. Yeah. That would have been a good commercial break timing though. Just before the fight starts, of having the commercial break during the fight, but whatever. Okay, so Dab's gonna jump in here. He's obviously gonna fight Todoroki, right? He's gonna fight Orendower then, but I feel Todoroki's gonna interrupt this fight. That I called it. I knew it! Freaking called it! It's gonna be bro against bro, I freaking called it! Todoroki's gonna appear and be like, no, I'm your enemy, Dabi. I freaking knew it, yeah. I knew it, I called 100%. Yeah, Baka Anarchy! Exactly, let's fight, brother! Oh, that was obvious. Of course, Todoroki was gonna be like, no, I'm your opponent, yeah. Oh, is that cement? Oh, that's pretty good actually. It's getting half of them separated in this like weird cement. It's like some guy bet royalty. We're summoning everyone into these captures. Yeah, they can beat them 1-on-1 inside these like houses they built. Yeah, now we finally defeat him once and for all. All the bad guys will die. Oh, they have some. Wait, they can move too? Okay, this is quite advanced. This is super advanced. Right, they can also like move these things. And he's like, yeah, I can teleport them out. Okay, this is pretty badass. They all have like some trap them all into kind of weird cage, and then we send the cage out or something. What? Yeah, that was commercial break. I'm waiting for a commercial break, guys. Yeah, I was like, gonna be a commercial break right soon. Yeah, but I mean, I was waiting for that commercial break, right? No, but that was good, man. They're moving them too. But honestly, right? I mean, the episode really starts recording. Now it's really hype here. You see them all fighting and so on. Before it was a little bit. I mean, it was fine. I think the problem is the pacing, right? You know, the problem is the pacing. It's fine seeing like, okay, Shinsho, of course, mind control them, which obviously was uber predictable, like Harley last week, right? So it's fine showing that, but it takes like almost 10 minutes to do it, you know. I guess it takes like 7 minutes, whatever. Yeah, like 7.5 minutes. It takes far too long time, right, to explain something that we obviously already know. Like, of course he did it, right? You know. It was kind of cute seeing them all being like Shinsho. I mean, so now he's getting a friendship, right? The poor guy was bullied. So it's a little bit, but at the same time, it's like, man, this could be like a minute, right? And little more emotional with the Mimi part, because he's just like, no one likes me either, but yeah, Sensei's like, I believe in you. So it's a little more emotional there, right? But still, here the episode really started after the commercial break. Yeah, now it's like, here we are, right? And there's Toga-chan. Yeah, and she's like, I want to fight them. Yeah, she's like, I want to. Dabik here's melt the wall, that's true. Oh, because burning! Oh, you don't love burning, man. And of course his brother again there, yeah. It's Ototo with burning. Oh yeah, it's levitating it, so they can push it easier. Yeah, of course. Oh my god, they're teaming up. Dynamite! I guess his name is awesome. I can't forget how good name he has. Dynamite. See, the best name, man. And so they try to push them all out here. And I guess that's why it's called division. Because they're like dividing the enemies, right? Divide and conquer. Yeah, they're like pushing out the bad guys. Yeah, I wonder where they're gonna send them though. It's gonna be a different tiny little. Yeah, oh, that's MIRUKO. Just pushing next to Deku. Oh, here we go. Of course, all this is gonna go bad, obviously. You can't just be that super easy. Yeah, of course, someone is gonna be like, oh, I grabbed that guy, yeah, yeah, Bakugo notices. I guess I'm gonna follow him, probably. Maybe? Yeah, because they get kidnapped. Well, I mean, obviously something bad happened. It couldn't just go perfect. No, it would be like no drama if Deku, you know... Of course, some of the heroes had to be endangered, right? Nail-Laser. Oh, yeah, that was good! Fat guy was like, oh, you did good, kid! Okay, that was cute. He's like, yeah, dude, good job, kid. It's like, that's good. Okay. That was good, yeah, it's like... Okay, so they spread them out in Japan. Oh yeah, so they're different, like, fighting places. It's a tournament arc in a way. Yeah, it's like... They separated them. Oh, and Endeavor versus... And Hawk! Oh my god, here we go. It's gonna be Hawk versus... and Endeavor's there too, right? It's like the senior boys are there. Yeah, they're gonna be... they summon them to like the exactly Endeavor Sun. Yes, oh my god, this fight's gonna be good, man. Endeavor Hawk together. They're like they're teaming up. We can defeat him. Of course, they're gonna have the most senior fight, right? Yeah, they're gonna have the most senior combat fight. Of course, they're gonna have the best fight. The strongest enemy. Yeah. Well, I mean, it makes sense that Downward has to fight him. He's the strongest hero, right? After All Might, of course, he lost his power, so... Yeah. Oh, it's gonna be like, you know All Might. It's a classic, like, Birdman. You will never be All Might. Yeah, it's like, you're a pathetic number 2. It's like easy Birdman. Yeah, like, you pathetic. You can never overcome All Might. And of course, his brother fight. I mean, this is obvious. We knew that. Burning is there supporting it. Yeah. I mean, obviously, it's gonna be like bro fighting it. Yeah, of course. Of course. This feels like a tournament, like, seriously. Because now they're setting up all the fights. They're like, and at this place, we're gonna have these guys fighting. It's like setting up each area, like, oh, and at this place, these people are fighting. This, I think, is a MIRUKO fight, because I've seen, I think so. In the trailer, she was at this yellow place. See, I'm right there. In the trailer, MIRUKO was at this kind of, like, yellowy... So she can fight Shigaraki or something? He's like getting it... Yeah, I call it this MIRUKO. Yeah, because MIRUKO... Oh, best genius. Wait, so Deku is at some island somewhere? Yeah, he's like here somewhere. Oh, it's Toga and Urukara. Okay, it's a love triangle. Nande! Yeah, it's a love! Toga was like, oh, I wanna do it in front of Urukara. She felt it was her thirst, man. She was so thirsty, that it ruined it. Yeah, so they're missing Deku versus Shigaraki. But they got Sun Eater and... I don't know why... Here we go. MIRUKO! Yes, this is a silver trainer and it's a call for the video place. Yeah, she's like, revenge! She probably dies too. Probably will kill MIRUKO because of his hate for female characters. Jesus Christ. But yeah, Shigaraki versus MIRUKO and Sun Eater and so on. Edge shot. He can probably destroy the ground he's standing on. Yeah, Shigaraki can probably just land and like, yeah, exactly. He can probably just destroy the land, right? And be like, ah, whatever. I was like, that's the thing. The land is like harder than normal. That's how they get him, I guess. It's like the land is okay, and okay, the ceiling is like electric. Okay, I guess it's the point that the ground is normal ground. It's like some... Yeah, no best genius owning him. It's interesting. Some interesting weird area. They're like, ah, it's a floating house with some weird like extra ground here and electric fence everywhere. Yeah, that launched him into the electric fence. Yeah, this is some strange like, oh yeah, we built this thing. Yeah, and best genius. Oh, this is good though. But he got like 20 quirks, man. Who knows? I have no idea anymore. Especially since Boob might hit him right. With, yeah, and removed some of his powers. I cursed him basically. But yeah, they really beat like a Shigaraki prison. It's an interesting strategy to it. How's it flying though? I guess just some mechanical stuff underneath. Oh yeah, I guess, yeah, it's just the supporter guys being like, yeah, I guess it's like Hashima and the guys there's down underneath them being like, yeah, and of course Cement and so on. I guess there's a bunch of like the science dudes underneath. Oh, there she is, best girl. Oh, come on. That's Josephine Lears, man. Comic gold character. Oh, and I guess Momo beats and stuff. It is so advanced! this prison. And best is like, yeah, that's right. I got like 50 people underneath me. But this is super, uber complicated. We got like all the other heroes underneath this floor to construct weird traps and shit. What is this? Poor Shigaraki, man. Yeah, we got like 50 people with different quirks to build traps for you. Like what? Led by, of course, Best Girl. Okay, this plan is super serious now. I love it. Like, what is this thing? Like, she's now like developing like extra floors to get destroyed. So what is this? Yeah, and it's floating and you know, the biggest plot hole is probably the budget they have. Yeah, the biggest plot hole is how can the government afford all this stuff? You know, how is the government able to afford all of this thing in My Academia? Oh, I see. They have people that are living powers. I guess I'm laughing at this thing. It is so stupid. It is like so ingeniously stupid. Oh yeah, because all these guys they're like powering up it. Yeah, of course. They're like living batteries. Yeah, oh my gosh. Okay. Yeah, Kaminari can't fight. He's just a living battery instead. So we built the ultimate prison that flies. Like, what is this thing? It's just like, how did they have to build this thing? When did they build this thing? That's the problem too, honestly. Like, they built that a day or something. And then, of course, Bakugo and Best Eaters are fighting him. And Hadouken, of course. With Hadoukens. Yeah, Hadouken beams. Here she comes! Best girl! Best wife, I mean, sorry. Finally, more MIRUKO, yes. You need more MIRUKO scenes! And if she dies, then I drop the anime. Christ, man, you can't kill off MIRUKO. She already took too much damage. She already hurt too much. What's happening? Get just powers? I hope this is weird. He's eraser heading him. But yeah, they have to double the eraser head. He has to be there with the water bubbles. Both of them. This poor guy has to be there like, I can use water bubbles. Yeah, we got all the quirks we need, guys. We got the anti-eye dry quirk, dude. Yeah, we got... My god. But honestly, I don't understand how Shigaraki is so incredibly OP that now they're both staring at him and they have this like incredible trap for him, yet he hasn't died yet. You know what I mean? I think there is a big issue that they made him like, oh my god, the MIRUKO ass. Okay, I take it back, best episode ever. But yeah, I think it's a big issue that, oh my god, this bit, man, the wife is back. If she dies now, then I'm dropping the anime seriously. I can't take it anymore. Look at this, the MIRUKOs. You hate MIRUKO right now. It's always MIRUKO. Why does he hate MIRUKO for? Why does the author hate MIRUKO so much for? Yeah, MIRUKO's finally back. She got this cyborg body, and then she gets killed immediately or something. Or at least she gets hurt at least by his weird powers. Yeah, I don't know. Some weird finger grow power. He got more quirk or something. But it's always MIRUKO for? Why is it always MIRUKO? It's just like, oh yeah, bam, MIRUKO's dead again. You're like, what? Why? What? F this anime. So it's so stupid. And I keep saying it. But the author hates female characters. He makes this badass female character, obviously Soren Stripes the most obvious example, right? And then he kills them off, yeah. And he hurts them severely. He has something for like always hitting the female character the most, man. It doesn't make any goddamn sense, man. Jesus Christ, man. No, but it feels like, you know what it reminds me of? And I mean this seriously. Attack on Titan. It reminds me of Gabby. Where if every character gets killed, it's by Gabby, right? And this is the reverse. It's like the female character has no plot armor. So it's like, if MIRUKO fights him, he's gonna unlock a new power so she can take it. You know what I mean? Yeah, she can take it up her, you know. That's how it feels, man. Jesus Christ, man. MIRUKO gets like one screen and she gets off immediately. Jesus Christ. I hate this anime so much, man. I hate it. Jesus Christ. Seriously. Why does he hate the female character for? Every goddamn time, man. Every goddamn time. And it's just so, it's so obnoxious. Happens constantly. Are we gonna review it? And I'm gonna say I hate this anime because MIRUKO always takes damage every goddamn time. I'm gonna see some anime credits or something. Yeah, I wanna miss something here. Let's wait for the last moment. Here we go. See if there's something. There's probably commercial. Sometimes it's a commercial break in between or something. It's a little confusing. Okay, whatever. There's no. But it really does remind me of Gabby, of the writing. I mean the errory writing way, right? Really reminds me of that. Because yeah, it is a big issue. How she's like but like she's the only one that's killed. I'm just gonna pick the image up here. Okay, let's review it. Let's go over the episode. Press the button there, and then press this button there. There we go. So first of all, right, the episode starts with Navy Laser, his family is all right, and I think this episode it was really weak. This is straight up bad first half, right? I mean, even if Shinsho is like one of my favorite characters, I love his backstory, that everyone hates him because he has like an evil power and so on, right? So I love to see him come in there and shine and so on. But I mean, obviously, I said in Direction 2, right? This was way too long, and obviously the anime has to do flashbacks all the time. The anime is like, here's Shinsho. Hell, okay, Su's gonna explain his powers. Okay, so we have like a flashback. You know what I mean? Then we see the other guy, he gets some flashbacks, and so on, right? So, obviously the anime has this issue since season 5, probably. But for a while at least, right? We didn't make flashbacks, and the padding is longer and so on, right? And this season, they're clearly doing this thing where they have a lot of tiny flashbacks. I covered it in the last episode, right? It's a lot of it's like 1 minute flashback there and there. So, this here in the manga is probably just a few pages, but suddenly in the anime it's like 10 minutes because we have to have everyone has a flashback and so on. And it takes a lot of pacing. It was just very obvious that it was Shinsho doing it last this episode, so it felt a little bit like redundant. Whatever. Oh yeah, yes, sure, he did it. I love the scene though when he was like double thumbs up in Navy Laser. He was like standing behind him like yeah. It was pretty cute though, but still a little weak from an actual story aspect. It was a little emotional. He's just like, yeah, no one believes in me and so on. So you know what I mean. But it wasn't like super important to really see it. And then the episode, of course, got really fire though in around roughly the commercial break. And then it was like, okay, now let's go, right? So then, of course, first 10 minutes, roughly speaking, to be fair, wasn't very strong. And then we have BAM, BAM. We have all the characters coming in, right? This was great, and MIRUKO's owned, but yeah, no, but this was great. We see everyone coming in there, of course, for the last episode, right? And they have this plan of like pushing them all into this, I guess called like some kind of cages, I suppose, right? And just separating them, and obviously Shigaraki has this like really weird like prison coming later. But yeah, so we see Endeavor, of course, ending up with All for One, right? Him and Hawk are teaming up again, right? Hawk and Endeavor are like best bros, so they're gonna team up against the biggest bad guy, right? And they kind of separate them around, so like, okay, Burning's gonna fight against Dabi because she got firepower and so on. So they're gonna setting up all the different fights, right? And the episode didn't really hit, I'll say, the apex of the tournament or whatever, right? But it certainly felt like, honestly, like a tournament arc. Yeah, this felt like a straight up tournament arc, right? Like, we see all the characters coming in here. It's like MIRUKO flying in, it's Burning, Fat Gum, whatever. Yeah, like, I see all these characters coming in, and it really felt like basically a tournament arc, which is like all the characters are spread around. Am I the only one? It really felt like a tournament arc, seriously. I mean, I'm not saying it's bad, I'm just saying that this is basically like an evil tournament arc where we're taking every character, like everything Burning, right? Burning's gonna fight Dabi, good boy firepowers. MIRUKO's gonna fight Shigaraki, so she can die, of course, you know what I mean? They're gonna have that, yeah, but basically, they're setting up all the different, setting stones, right, for the different characters, which of course is like, basically a tournament arc, right? And I guess there's some kind of like typical like superhero loading. I think Marvel does it a lot as well, right? Always on the Spider-Man and so on. Where, like I said, like okay, obviously the Fire Girl will fight the Fire Boy, and it's a lot of that, right? It's a lot of that like quirk matchups, right? And somewhat emotional matchups and so on. So that was great, right? And then of course we see Shigaraki's, and man, the Shigaraki thing, I just found it hilarious. Yeah, Shigaraki thing. To begin with, I just found it hilarious, guys. You can't tell me it's absurdly plot hole in a way. It's like all of the characters are like underneath. It's like 50 people underneath the fight doing like, oh, I'm a battery. Oh, I'm doing like I'm building metal or something. It's just like the whole half the country is there like constructing stuff or something. It's like Jesus Christ. I mean, it just really cracked me up, but it was hilarious. It was just so overkill, having everyone collaborate. But honestly, it does feel like a massive plot hole. Because, like, think about it this way. how would you construct everything? Because honestly, it's kind of like a black hole, right? They don't have this island, this flying island, right? Like a week ago, right? So how would they construct? How would they go from this black hole of like, okay, we want to float and stuff, and then construct this like huge building and have everything be there and so on. They're gonna construct this like MIRUKO Shigaraki fight. I have it here, so put it up here. They're gonna construct this whole building, right? So they can fight and so on. Yeah, they're gonna make that thing going on. Like, how did they build this in a week? Am I the only one? It's kind of hilarious, but the big issue though is a hatred for MIRUKO. Jesus Christ, man! And I said it too, right? It just pisses me off. Of course, she's the best waifu in the anime. Social stripes all over again. No, but honestly, I do think it's bad writing. Not only because, okay, Jesus Christ, can you stop hurting MIRUKO? She's a war fight, the MIRUKO effect, the war fight. But honestly, it started to get like really bad writing. And I'll say if it is bad writing with Stars and Stripes, that was terrible bad writing. Right, Stars and Stripes was just terrible bad writing. But it is bad writing now, I would say, straight up, because it's just like Gabi in yeah. If every time someone has to get hurt in this like dramatic new power way, it's a female character, usually like a waifu, badass, muscular female character, especially them, MIRUKO twice, so and so on. Yeah, it happens every time with them, and then you're like, then it gets predictable. Right? It gets predictable because if the author, okay, he's gonna show that Shigaraki has a new power, well, of course, it has to be MIRUKO takes up her, yeah. Of course, it has to be MIRUKO that gets smashed by his new power. You know what I mean? That to me is like, no, actually, it's just straight up bad writing. Because I'm not shocked anymore, right? I'm not shocked that he has some new evil power that could hurt MIRUKO. If he had hit best Yield with the power, that would be more surprising because it's always MIRUKO, you know what I mean? So it's like, no, it's just like Gabi, it's always Gabi, it's always MIRUKO. Yeah, it just started feeling like, oh, it's predictable. It's predictable, it's annoying, it's so obvious. So that was pretty terrible. But honestly, in a general sense, I do think his powers are just ridiculous, yeah. I think they haven't built up his powers at all. I think Shigaraki is like a walking... I don't know if it's a plot hole, but I think it's kind of ridiculous, the whole thing. I said it less than two. I'm not a big fan of how he went from having this like really, destructive power after the decating, then he got powered up, and got powered up again. And now it's like, because now it's just like, even if, Eraserhead and Mimic is like, they got like double Eraserhead power on him, right? Because his Mimic is power, whatever, however, half power, whatever it is, but basically it's like 1.5 eraser erasing him, right? And yet this guy is like, oh yeah, I have this physical power. I can like grow out my arm and be like this big, and I can do this. I mean, it's starting to feel just like a this ex machina power up for Shigaraki, right? Where he's just like, oh, even if you're erasing me, even do this thing, even if you have electric power, even if I can't move on this ground or whatever, I still have 11 other quirks that can. Yeah, it's just getting a little bit obnoxious. So he's just like, oh, I got another power up, I got another power up. Yeah, it's like, okay, how many power up does the guy have, It's starting to feel a little bit like, okay, whatever then. So yeah, I don't know. I don't think it is really motivated how he can have so many different powers, or how he can just ignore the attacks on him. I think an issue with it, and I mean it very, very seriously, I think a big issue with Shigaraki now, and I mean 100% big issue with him, is that it's very hard for me to scale how much damage he takes, right, He was fighting, obviously, Sasha Stripe, and she died because of bad writing, whatever. And he just felt like, I have no idea how much damage she did to him, or didn't do to him. She kind of like cursed him, right? And then he was like, whatever, I'll take it. And now he's fighting MIRUKO, and he's being a Eraserhead at the same time. Yes, he owns MIRUKO like nothing, because MIRUKO is a woman, apparently, and she had died, but whatever, right? And it's just like, I have a very hard time, really hard time, judging the power of Shigaraki and feeling like nothing actually matters with him, right? So they hit him, MIRUKO kicks him, and he puts up in the electric power and so on, right? And I'm just like, does it hurt him anymore? Like, it just feels like I have no understanding of if he's taking any damage, you know what I mean? It's like playing a video game, and every attack is like 1 health, right? 1 health. Yeah, you have no idea if he has a billion health points left or 10 health points left. It's just very, very random, and it seems really obnoxious. And obviously, it has to be Deku to defeat him, obviously. We are sure, from a meta standpoint, he can't lose here. Only Deku can defeat him, is obvious. But still, though, it's kind of like, yeah, they have this prison for him, all this effort, and it doesn't feel like he takes any damage whatsoever. Or maybe he does, right? And the same thing I said earlier with Star Stripe, where she punched him and cursed him. I don't feel like I know exactly how much that did to him. Basically, right? She's taking the whole her free thing. Yeah, it's just kind of weird because he kind of has a new power every episode. So it's like whatever. It's just I don't know. I don't think it's not a good thing, right, for any kind of storytelling when the bad guy just has infinite power, basically. Or in his case, it's worse because he got infinite new powers, yeah, which is even more confusing for me as a viewer because I just can't judge, how much he gives up, right? But anyway, guys, at the review, subscribe to like and so on. With the summer season, sure, there are a few animes that I'm interested in summer season. We'll probably do a stream for that, maybe, I don't know, next week, 2 weeks from now. When it's like a month left for summer season, so I'll probably do that stream in like 2 weeks from now, when we will go over all the different summer animes. And I don't remember exactly what animes I think is like, obviously, My Academia is still ongoing, so we watch that course as well in summer season. And Slime is ongoing. But for the new animes, the one I am most interested in is the deer anime. I see the trailer, I should write to that. The anime looks crazy. I love those weird comedies. So she's like, I'm a deer human. I have a banana in my horn. That anime looks crazy, man. It's really, really funny. But I like the gym anime. I like Dumbbell, right? Hibiki, How Much You Lift Girl. There's coming like a very similar anime to that, which I read the manga about. But like a fat elf lady, she's trying to get ripped. So she's trying to turn into a Miruko. No, but that anime, I read the first manga volume. That anime looks awesome, man. It's like this huge elf lady, like, oh, I need to get some muscles. Come on, that anime is like my #1 next season. And so yeah, except for that, guys, I'm absolutely gonna do reactions to. What is it called? It's called like Fat Elf or something. What is it called? It has something weird name. Fat Elf anime. What's it called now again? Plus size elf. That's what's called in English. Plus size elf. Yeah. This is like the ultimate anime, guys. This is the ultimate anime, and people are gonna hate it so much too. And people on Twitter and so on are gonna hate it. This is mine. Definitely my next. For summer season. So it's like this, fat elf lady that is trying to get ripped like Miruko. She's trying to get muscular, She's exercising, go to the gym and so on, and trying to lose fat. And she got like huge, plus size elf. That was called in English. What is the what's the name for it? So I have the first volume. What is it in Japanese? Oh yeah, exactly. In Japanese, it's a very different name. In Japanese, it's like elf can't lose weight. Yeah. They always translate it so weird, but I guess I have to say plus elf is pretty funny too, though, plus size, yeah. But in Japan it's just like Miss Elf can't lose weight. Yeah, it's a very different name. It's not even remotely similar, but it's a pretty fun name too, though, plus size. That is definitely the best summer anime next season, guys. 100%, yeah. It's like Hibiki, but she's a fat elf instead. And of course it means she's really thick, of course. Yeah, she's thick as hell, man. What more? Okay. I gave you a very quick then. What is it more next season? I'll give you a very quick one. We'll talk about it more in probably 2 weeks from now. But what is it more next season? Oh, Oshinoko is coming back. Yeah, Oshinoko obviously. Mama Idol show. What is it more? I'll count on that popularity. Oshinoko is back. Tower of God is. Oh yeah, Suicide Squad is coming back, but that's a little different because I don't know. Suicide Squad Isekai looks really good. That one looks really good. That might be the best anime next. Yeah, that one looks really good, but it's not airing normally because of course it's some weird Western company, even though I'm done by with studio, right? So that Isekai with the squad is not starting normally. It's starting like earlier. It looks like a few weeks earlier. So that's like of course, it's just so typical. Silent. It's so typical for these. How say it? It's so typical for these like Western stuff, right? So the Suicide Squad anime looks really good. They might genuinely be the best anime. It looks really fantastic. Written by here's Arthur. That looks crazy and so on. But they have to have this really issue of like, I don't know why the Western companies can never just accept how it's done in anime in Japan, right? So immediately they can never start it normally, right? So every other anime is starting like at this date, right? Like the 1st of June or whatever. But this anime own the West company is like 2 weeks earlier for some random reason, right? And it's just gonna have, maybe they do like triple episodes or they do like a binge or whatever. It's just baffling to me that Netflix and now Disney Plus or someone, they can just never understand how it's done in anime. They just refuse to accept it, right? And they always try to change it into their way and so on. It's very typical. And the problem with that is that it's many problems, but for them themselves it's just stupid because binging stuff, dropping all, that makes it less, videos about it, less commercials and so on, less free ads, right, YouTubers. But not dropping it in the current like season start might be better if it's really big. So maybe it's better for them, but probably it's worse because everyone is kind of prepared for this. Like, oh, here's a new season. This is summer season. Today, these are the new animes. Blah blah. This is the best one, and they're coming out like a few weeks, in between that. Yeah, it just feels like kind of weird, but it's so common. But yeah, I look forward to a lot of the anime. That looks really good. Suicide Squad. That is probably the best new action anime. But it does feel like why can't they just follow the normal system? Doesn't say how many episodes either. But it wouldn't surprise me if it's like 6 episodes or something stupid as well. Yeah, they probably have some other dumb ideas. Like it's gonna be 14 episodes. Something. It's gonna be something really dumb. It's always like that. Yeah, you can never just be normal about it. You can never be normal. But anyway, guys, with the subscribes and so on, see you guys later tonight. I don't know. I kind of dropped cut number 8, and I'm proud of it. I must still watch it, but unless the episode is like bonkers good, because everyone's like, oh, this episode the best. I'm like, I don't know, man. It's so boring. I keep saying it, but I really dislike, Kafka the main character. Yeah, it's just, oh my god. So I watch cut number 8 probably, and if I really like the episode, then I make a video about it, basically.